Moboru Sabali, Secretary General and Minister for Presidential Affairs and the Civil Service.
Üçüncü olarak Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti ile Gambiya Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti arasında çifte vergilendirmenin önlenmesi anlaşmasını imzalamak üzere Maliye Bakanımız Sayın Mehmet Şimşek ile Gambiya tarafından Maliye ve Ekonomi Bakanı Sayın Keba Toure'yi davet ediyorum.
Agreement between the government of the Republic of Turkey and the government of the Republic of Gambia for the avoidance of double taxation with respect to taxes on income to be signed by Mr. Mehmet Şimşek, Minister of Finance, and Mr. Keba Touray, Minister of Finance and Economic Affairs.
Dördüncü olarak Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti ile Gambiya Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti arasında kültür, eğitim, bilim, basın yayın, gençlik ve spor alanlarında işbirliği anlaşmasını imzalamak üzere Kültür ve Turizm Bakanımız Sayın Ömer Çelik ile Gambiya tarafından Gambiya Turizm ve Kültür Bakanı Sayın Fatou Mas Job Nyai'yi davet ediyor.
Agreement on cooperation in the fields of culture, education, science, mass media, youth and sports between the government of the Republic of Turkey and the government of the Republic of Gambia to be signed by Mr. Ömer Çelik, Minister of Culture and Tourism, and Madam Fatou Mas Job Nyai, Minister of Tourism and Culture.
Son olarak Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti ile Gambiya Cumhuriyeti Hükümeti arasında güvenlik işbirliği anlaşmasını imzalamak üzere İçişleri Bakanımız Sayın Efkan Ala ile Gambiya tarafından İçişleri Bakanı Sayın Osman Sonko'yu davet ediyor.
And finally, the security cooperation agreement between the government of the Republic of Turkey and the government of the Republic of Gambia to be signed by Mr. Efkan Ala, Minister of Interior, and Mr. Osman Sonko, Minister of Interior.
Değerli basın mensupları,
valuable members of the press, the President of the Republic of Gambia, distinguished President Yahya Jammeh, and the accompanying valuable ministers, we're very much happy to host the President and his delegation. I would like to welcome each one of them. The President Jammeh had been to Turkey before, and this is the second visit he is realizing to Turkey after a long period of time. The relations between Turkey and Gambia dates back many years. Back in 1965, after Gambia declared its independence, we've immediately established our diplomatic relations, and in the years 2010 and 2011, we have established our permanent embassies. Turkey has a permanent embassy in Banjul. Gambia is open to the ocean in Western Africa with a very important strategic position and one of the most important gateways to Africa. The stability in the country is of great importance. And the country being a re-export country is another important characteristic of Gambia and makes Turkey's relations with Gambia further important at that point. Another important tier of our relationships is related with the military training provided by the Turkish armed forces to the Gambian armed forces. And this training enabled the Gambian gendarmerie forces, and the Turkish military forces had a significant contribution through these training programs, and all of the African countries are very well aware of this training program that was provided by Turkey to Gambia in this respect, and the other African countries would like to have a similar type of training as well. So our relations with Gambia in various domains, Gambia had always been in support of our issues. And when the Cyprus issue, whenever it was discussed in the international platforms, Gambia had always been there to support Turkey, and this always attracts the attention and very well appreciated by us. Today, all the meetings that we had been very fruitful, as you have just observed. We've signed many agreements, just like the previously signed agreements. And at the moment, we are continuing our works to prepare the free trade agreements, which will, we hope, be soon signed. And tomorrow, the valuable president be having a business council in order to promote his country's investment opportunities provided for the entrepreneurs and the investors. As you all know, Turkish entrepreneurs and investors do have significant investments in the other countries, mainly in Africa. And I'm sure that Gambia in Africa would be another area to be further exploited. Africa is a center of attraction for our businessmen, and I do hope that in Gambia we will be able to attract more Turkish investors. Concerning the programs about Gambia, our contributions are always there within the integrated framework for the least developed countries. We have always been there, and we've been acting as a facilitator that we are realizing with a strong will and with a strong position. As you all know, TİKA, the Turkish International Cooperation Agency, provides technical assistance and has important activities that they carry out in various African countries, and some we do have in Gambia, and we would like to see the number of those activities to be increased. Within the framework of the general opening policy to Africa, Turkey is very much interested in the continent of Africa. You are all very much aware of the fact that we do not believe it is true to leave all the problems of Africa to be solved by the Africans. This is not correct, morally correct, or humanitarian-wise it is not correct. That is why we always would like to be in support of the African people while they're coping with their problems. And for that reason we always feel very proud to be contributing to the nations of Africa. And in that regard, the meetings that we have held today have been very useful. Our already existing strong relations have been further strengthened, and also in the areas of defense and military we will further be strengthening our relations. The the training-based relations between our two militaries enables us to enhance our activities in this area. I would like to welcome the distinguished President once again and wish success for the rest of your visit. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين